Hello guys, we are together with another raid video. So Armanz fusion is coming, and we have another video in which we discuss Armanz skills. He is definitely worth getting. Don't even consider skipping him. If you can go for him, definitely go for him. And Plarium's generous gift is also in effect, so that will help us with the summon rushes. And during the summon rush lasts for 3 days. For the first half, the first 1.5 day, we will have an ancient 10x. Ancient 1+1 event, and in the second half we will have a sacred 1+1 event. And progressive champions are very nice. Reviving champions. There is Duchess involved. There is Elva. There is Uko. There is Pythion. Very nice stuff for Voids. We don't have Sifi or Marichka, but there is Arbiter, Bellatar, Maestler. There are a few more. Those are the important ones. So there's that. So the fusion started yesterday. It started with Dragon and Champion Training Tournament. And this time around, the Dungeon Divers kicks in, 1 day later. So there is that. So how do we go about this? I would suggest, not really doing too many dragons on the 7th, on the 8th, right, today, and save your, dragons for Dungeon Divers. So I would say, getting heavy with campaign and maybe a little bit dragon every day, maybe stage 20 with food, so so you can get the champion training and the dragon done at the same time. It's a champion training tournament, so you can use ascensions and booking, which I do not suggest. The booking I do not suggest, because books should be saved for CBCs. But if you must, you can book your champions for points. It's gonna last a nice 4 days. And in the second day today, we had the summon rush and the artifact enhancement start, right? We have extremely good offers all around because of raid's 5th anniversary. And I would suggest, if you are planning on investing, I would suggest buying the third offer, maybe multiple times even, right? Depending on your financial situation, because it's extremely good and it will be used in the heroes pack that's coming. We'll get there, right? So we have a total of 16 events which award 25 fragments each. So that's going to be just enough, because we have a hybrid sort of fusion. We gather the fragments for Kafru, the Deathkeeper, the Epic, and then we summon 4 Kafrus. We take them to 5 stars and then we fully ascend them. And with those we fuse Armanz, sorry, not Armand. So on the 9th, the Classic Arena and the Dungeon Divers will start, and that's when I suggest going hard for the Dragon. Then we can jump into the Ice Golem tournament for Dungeon Divers, and obviously grab the fragment from everything. So Summon Rush does not have partial fragments this time. It just has 25 fragments at 3,150. But if you are going for any of the 1+1 events, that will kind of self-complete. And there is, as I said, also Plarium's generous gift. This time the gift was pretty generous. We have to give them that. Then using the spoils from Ice Golem and Dragon, we'll get to the artifact enhancement. Then we'll have the Dungeon Divers, which I think we should wait for, and then jump into the Fire Knight. Go hard at Fire Knight to get the Dungeon Divers going. And in that Fire Knight, I think we will have a double drop on regen artifacts, Drop Fever. Then we will have the Champion Training event, in which we will not have the bookings and the ascensions. Then there is a Champion Chase that would be on Voids. We will probably most likely have Void 2x. And finally, there is the second arena and the third artifact enhancement alongside with Spider and Dungeon Divers. So we could use Dragon and Ice Golem for Dungeon Divers 1. We could use Ice Golem and Fire Knight for it's not very certain. I don't know if Ice Golem will actually overlap with the second Dungeon Divers, but Finite will. And for Dungeon Divers 3, we have to go for the Spider Tournament. And then we will have a special Heroes Path, which I strongly suspect would have Armanz's soul as a reward in there. Because that's what they have been doing, right? They have been giving us, well, not really giving, but they have been making available the souls of the fusions. And because Armanz is a good champion, this soul should be definitely gotten. And there is an extra bit of information here which is alarming, and I'm hoping there is another interpretation of this. So it says summon champions from shards and summon souls from soulstones, right? And the thing is, we are here now, right? And we will be opening a ton of shards here, right? Most of us. And then we will have a void 2x in which we will open most of our voids, so we will hardly have any shards left. And as you know, we recently had a 2x on 6-star souls, so we also have opened almost all of our soulstones. So this will be very hard to complete, right? I am hoping there would be champion training part of this. So because the thing is, guys, there is always, I mean, no matter how bad the event is, there was always the, the plebeian way to obtain points, right? I mean, there would be champion training, a different version of champion training, but something that's similar to champion training, a different version of Dungeon Divers in which, you can get points for energy, right? Because when you are getting points from shards and souls only, there is nothing that's grindable, right? Even if you had infinite energy, you couldn't do anything, right? I mean, I am disregarding the fact that, you can spam campaign for mystery shards, right? That doesn't count. So you would not be obtaining any points, right? So that is a little bit weird. I'm hoping they are just disclosing us the premium ways of earning points so we could maybe save, right? So there is one thing of importance, the little Bashar Josh trick in here. So we will be saving, a lot of fragments, right? And what we can do is, guys, we can save a lot of Kafru fragments. And if you go hard at it, you can actually get 400 Kafru fragments. And you can summon 4 Kafrus during the champion chase, netting a whopping 1,400 points. Because Kafru is a Void champion, Void Epic, he will be giving us 350 points each, right? So that's gonna be, so imagine, guys, you get here, right? You do everything before this champion chase ends. You do this, you go hard at Spider on day 1, bang bang, you get all of these fragments, and you get the fragments from champion chase itself, bang, 400 Kafru fragments, summon for 1,400 points, and in the worst case you will be able to summon 3, right? That's 1,050 points. So that's gonna be great, I would say. The Heroes Path, we will see, but as I said, I strongly suspect that there will be a Armanz soul. I'm not sure why, but some people are saying a 6-star soul. 6-star souls, as far as I remember, guys, a 6-star soul was the reward of a tournament just once, and that tournament was the champion training tournament that gave Archer to people without Archer, and 6-star Archer soul to people without Archer, to only the winner in the bracket, right? So I think they won't be giving out a 6-star soul. Right? We say 6-star souls are extremely valuable, and they don't really, hand them out on a platter, but we will see. So, nothing too complicated. There are 0 skippable fragments if you disregard the Heroes Path fragments, and that is a little bit dangerous, especially that. So I am guessing, guys, there could be a champion training sort of thing in this Heroes Path. Why? First of all, it overlaps with Dungeon Divers, so you can forget, right? Obtaining artifacts for the Heroes Path. It's not going to happen because they never allow 2 events of the same type to overlap, right? They do not allow you to double dip like that, right? Ever, right? There has been 0 exception for this, right? So if a Dungeon Dive is that active, you never get a path event with, obtain artifact. If there is a champion training thing active, you never get with training, right? But the thing is, as you can see, this champion training ends when this Heroes Path begins. That means there is a chance that we have that, and there has been never a path event without the plebeian way, right? I mean, let's say you somehow have 50,000 energy in your inbox and you want to throw your entire energy at it, and that would generally allow you to finish everything, right? Because there would either be dungeon divers or champion training as part of the path that will allow you to finish it. So I am hoping Plarium was just communicating the premium ways, the bourgeois ways of earning points in the path, and there is actually champion training also part of this. We'll have to see. So on to my original suggestion. So we have some very good offers today. There is a Void and Ancient offer. That's the first offer which you can buy once. There is a offer with Sacred Shard and a few other shards. That's the second offer which you can buy twice. And there is a very nice offer that has Sacred Shards, Void Shards and Primal Shards with a really nice discount, right? For $100 you get like 5 Sacred Shards. I don't exactly recall, like maybe 8 Primal Shards and 10 Void Shards or something. I mean, it's very good, right? I mean, it's very good value, and could be even more. And that can be bought 3 times, right? The best pack, the most expensive pack, can be bought 3 times. So if you don't want to end up flat-footed on the Heroes Path, maybe you could consider buying that offer multiple times. And the thing is, as I said, if you recall, the second part of the Summon Rush will feature a 1+1 on Sacred Shards. So that's what I'm thinking about myself. So I want to buy the third offer a few times. So because the Ancient 1+1 is gonna last 1.5 days, these beautiful offers will expire. And thing is, there is no guarantee that these offers will be renewed, right? And these offers are extremely good. So chances are very little to get even better offers tomorrow. So I want to buy those. So there is also a nice Ancient offer right now. So I'm going to buy that Ancient offer, right? I will open my Ancient charts, trigger the 1+1 on Ancients, and then I will also buy the Sacred offers, and then they will expire, and then we will have the 1+1 on Sacreds, which will allow me to have enough Sacreds to trigger the 1+1 on Sacreds as well. That's my approach. Of course, it will vary from person to person. Maybe you have a lot of Sacred Shards lying around, but the thing is, the offer is very good, right? So if you do some sort of pricing in your head, Sacred Shards come down to like maybe $10 or so each, right? It's beautiful pricing. I mean, no matter which pricing you do, I mean, these offers are, that come like maybe once, twice a year, right? I mean, 5th anniversary, Cyber Monday, Black Friday, that sort of thing, right? It will never arrive on this level on any other time. So there is that, and make sure you grab the Fusion, and I will see you on stream. Bye-bye.